Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Can I appeal to HMRC to show some humanity with loan charge victims? I've had them come to me in tears. We know nationally some have committed suicide, children suffering because of tax arrangements made years ago. Could I ask the government to please pause these punitive retrospective charges now and go after the providers with the same vigour that you're going after the little people?
Well, Mr. Speaker, it is indeed incumbent upon HMRC to make sure that they take their duty of care towards customers, particularly vulnerable customers, very seriously, and I'm confident that they do just that. There is, in the case of the loan charge, a dedicated helpline available for those who are impacted by the loan charge. There is a vulnerable customers team which provides one-to-one support to vulnerable customers, and of course we've announced recently that we will be extending the needs enhanced support service to those who have open investigations into their tax returns. The Honourable Lady mentions promoters. My right honourable friend has already highlighted the over 100 investigations that are being carried out at the moment into those companies promoting tax avoidance. There are other litigations underway at the moment in respect of DOTAS and offences around that, which have resulted in wins for HMRC, and the Honourable Lady should have a look at the Hyrax case, which has recently been concluded, which found that the promoter was not behaving appropriately, and this should lead to about £40 million worth of tax being recouped as a consequence.
The investigation into the promoters of some of these disguised remuneration schemes, but for many of the victims that won't particularly do them any good. I have a business in Chesterfield facing bankruptcy because of this charge. So what can the Chancellor say about how his review might actually help the people who've taken advantage of this advice wrongly?
Well, Mr. Speaker, where an individual or indeed a company, and it is largely companies that fall due to the loan charge, currently of the 6,000 cases that are being settled, 85% by value of those cases relates to companies rather than individuals. HMRC has always been very clear that they will make sure that there are appropriate payment arrangements in place to make sure that those outstanding amounts of tax, which are, after all, amounts of tax that have been avoided aggressively and in a contrived way avoided, are able to be settled sensibly.